Have you ever noticed how Japan consistently ranks among the healthiest and longest living nations, despite rarely counting calories and not generally following these healthy, weight loss or diet trends? There's actually a formula to their slim physiques and their steady energy and their longevity. And today I'm breaking down the 6 habits that people in Japan live by that could completely transform your health and your metabolism. By the way, if you have never watched one of my videos or listened to one of my episodes, I'm Dr. Ashley. I'm a PhD nutritionist and registered dietitian. I'm the owner and founder of PhD Weight Loss, where we have helped over 11,600 people drop collectively more than 466,000 pounds nationwide. And my goal with this channel is to give you the science-backed information you need to create positive, sustainable change in your own life. Hey, really quickly, if you're interested in hydrating yourself optimally and want to do it in an efficient and effective way, I created an Electrolyte Plus mix just for that. It's called Dr. Ashley's Electrolyte Plus, creative, I know. And it's crafted with essential electrolytes, vitamins, and minerals for maximum absorption. With patented forms of zinc and vitamin C, it supports immune and adrenal function. Plus, chromium picolinate regulates healthy blood sugar levels while helping to curb those cravings. Say goodbye to headaches and fatigue. Visit drashleywellness.com and use code Ashley10 for 10% off your first purchase or 20% off your first subscription order with free shipping. Plus, enjoy 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, back to the episode. So let's dive into this topic as to why Japanese people just don't get fat. Now, what's fascinating about Japanese health is that they do not adhere to a strict diet or an exclusive plant-based diet, but rather they embrace and follow ancestral balance. They eat real food. In general, they avoid modern processed food. However, as our Western culture continues to infiltrate theirs, we see increased rates of obesity and prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. But without us, they avoided modern processed foods and they live active lives. It's not the low meat intake that keeps them lean and preserves their health, despite what the China study said and what similar research might suggest. It's really their low sugar consumption, their minimal seed oils, their whole food approach, and it is decently protein forward that truly protects their health and their metabolism. So let's unpack what Japan gets right and what we can all learn from it. So they've got this balanced, nutrient-rich, homemade diet. Traditional Japanese meals focus on quality over quantity, definitely smaller portions, and the portions are really nutrient-dense food. I want you to think fresh fish, eggs, sea vegetables, miso soup, fermented foods, fermented soy. And if they do eat carbs, at least in the past, they're smaller portions of rice or root vegetables, so not processed carbs and smaller amounts of them. Contrary to what's often claimed, the benefits of this way of eating don't come from eating less animal protein. It comes from choosing real unprocessed foods. Japan's traditional use of animal-based broths, of seafood rich in omega-3s, fermented condiments like miso or natto creates this nutrient-dense foundation for longevity. It supports their gut, supports their brain health. This diet keeps inflammation really low and supports a really strong, vibrant metabolism, not because of restriction, but because it honors simplicity and because it honors natural balance. Portion control is really prominent in Japan. They have this concept of eating until you're 80% full. And oh my gosh, this is what we tell all of our clients at PhD. The ultimate goal is that we can listen to our body and our body signals and we can stop eating when we're 80% full. In Japan, eating until we're 80% full is the cultural norm, where here in America, it's all about the clean plate club. Meals in Japan are served in small dishes, each have distinct flavors and textures, and this also promotes mindfulness and moderation. But the secret to smaller portions is they don't work because of calorie counting, but because the meals are nutrient rich. And I've talked a lot about this before. When you eat nutrient rich, real dense foods, It signals to the body and to the brain that you've actually been fed. So you feel full, you feel satiated, you feel like, oh my gosh, I need to stop eating. When your body gets the fats and the proteins and the minerals it truly needs, you feel full naturally, and you can trust these signals, and you'll actually get a signal at 80% fullness that you can stop eating and your body is safe. We don't really get this in America because of our lifestyle, our culture of cleaning the plate, because of these processed, highly palatable foods that are really addictive and drive us to continue to eat and override our natural full signals. So in Japan, it's not about restriction. It's about satisfaction through nutrient density, through real foods. Really, it's the opposite of our Western culture of overeating. In Japan, they focus on fresh, unprocessed foods. Japan's low obesity rates have less to do with genetics and more to do with avoiding modern industrial foods, at least up until probably 20 years ago. And now, again, as we continue to infiltrate them with our bad foods and bad habits, we are seeing bad things happen with their health as well. In general, they cook from scratch. They rarely use seed oils like soybean or canola oil like we use here, and instead they use animal fat, sesame oils, or clean traditional options. Their meals are free from ultra-processed carbs, refined sugars, and all of the chemicals that just dominate the Western diets. The real reason why their inflammation stays low and their insulin sensitivity stays high is because they avoid fake foods and focus on these true nutrient-dense traditional food options. In Japan, they focus on slow, mindful eating, which we really do not do here in our American culture. Japanese mealtime encourages appreciation and gratitude and presence. They don't rush through their meals. They don't eat in their cars or at their desks. They really take time to pause and breathe and enjoying the food and enjoying the community around them. When you have a mindful approach like this, digestion is able to activate properly. It helps to prevent overeating. Again, you're going to get those clear signals that you are full at 80%, say, and can stop eating, and that your body is safe to stop at that rate. When you eat slowly, your body produces the enzymes and biles that it needs to digest fats efficiently. So you're able to have a speedier metabolism, and not as much of the calories that you consume are going to be stored as fat. That's something that we lose here in America when we eat in this constant state of fight and flight and high stress. So if you can, take a tip from this. It would be to sit down and chew thoroughly and really enjoy your food. Take some deep breaths and let your body's satiety cues catch up, right? It sounds simple, but I understand that it's very hard to do. In Japan, movement is built into their daily life. In general, they've got a lot of NEAT. NEAT is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is the amount of calories that you expend during a day just doing your daily active life. Here in America, everything is created so that it doesn't take as much effort. It's more efficient, doesn't take as much time, but as a result, we lose a lot of NEAT. A lot of that movement that we would do from cleaning, from cooking, from cleaning up our dishes, from walking around, going to the grocery store. Instead, we can have things delivered to us at any time. In Japan, people walk and bike, they take the stairs, they garden, they engage more in communal activities well into their older years. It doesn't seem like this might be much, but these small, consistent movements really keep the metabolism humming, and they all add up to make a significantly big difference. Now, in Japan, it's not about high-intensity workouts or gym marathons. It's about a lifestyle truly where movement is more normal. It's a part of daily active life, and it's enjoyable. So if you take something from this, I want you to understand that you don't have to exercise harder. You just want to focus on living a more active lifestyle day in and day out. Lastly, in the Japanese culture, they focus more on healthy beverages, not drinks that provide total empty calories. So instead of sodas or frappuccinos, in general, the Japanese are going to reach for green tea, and that is a habit that we could definitely take on ourselves. Green tea is very healthy. It has catechins that help to improve fat oxidation, improve insulin sensitivity, and increase longevity. But really, the absence of these sugary drinks and the artificial sweeteners is really what sets them apart. Now, if you feel like you are sugar addicted and addicted to these sweet drinks, you are not alone, but it is definitely something that you're going to want to let go. Not just for fat loss, but for a healthy mind as you age. To support your metabolism as you age, your body is not being served by these sugary drinks, sugary foods. I dive deep into the topic of sugar addiction in another episode. If you feel like you struggle with sugar addiction, then you should definitely check that out. Just go on into the description of this YouTube video. And if you are listening to this on a podcast platform, come on over and click that link. You are not alone, but you can break the ties with the foods you say you love that are not loving you back. Now, if you feel like you've done all of these things and you have reduced the sugar intake in your diet and you still struggle with cravings and stubborn weight gain and blood sugar highs and lows, then you could consider taking a supplement that can help support you in that aspect of your weight loss or overall health journey. I've created a supplement called GlucoCut Plus that does exactly this. It will help to reduce cravings, speed your fat metabolism without any kind of jittery after effects, and will help to preserve muscle during your weight loss journey. So if that is something that interests you as you make these changes in your lifestyle, come on over again into the description here on YouTube and click that link and we will provide you with a special discount code. It is called Dr. Ashley Wellness, and the supplement that you're looking for is GlucoCut Plus. Now, if you feel like you need something bigger than just a supplement to help you along your weight loss and wellness journey, then you should check out PhD Weight Loss. Just go to myphdweightloss.com. Again, you could head on into the description if you're watching this on YouTube and click the link for My PhD Weight Loss to learn more. And we will talk you through how we can guide you and create a customized meal plan and support plan for you so that you can consistently drop, if you're a woman, 2 to 3 pounds per week, if you're a man, 3 to 4 pounds per week, and actually keep the weight off for good, no medications needed. So in general, Japanese people who follow their ancestral ways of eating do not get fat because they focus on homemade nutrient-dense foods. They focus on portion control, and when they do eat carbs, it's healthy carbs, low inflammatory carbs, and not in big amounts. They focus on fresh, unprocessed foods. They engage in mindful, slow eating. They have an active, movement-driven lifestyle. And in general, they consume healthy beverages instead of empty calories. Now, if you have any questions on this, any feedback, anything you'd like to discuss further, please drop that in the comment section here on YouTube. If you are listening to this on a podcast platform, please leave a review. I read them and they really do matter. I appreciate them very much. Remember, you've got to step up to make the change. Lead with your heart, train your mind, and do not negotiate with your body. I'll see you next time.